Disclaimer, this video is not a hate video of any kind, but a simple video made for fun and is not directed towards anyone, so don't spread hate if it is not necessary. And please, watch until the very end before you start bandwagoning. Wait a second. This intro's awful. Let's change it. Also, let's change another thing. Let's change the assets. There you go. Oh man, don't you hate it when you go to the bathroom and you catch on fire? Man, that sucks. Hey guys, just a heads up before the video starts. This is a long video. I don't know, it's a long video for my channel, but it'll be broken down into several parts. I'll put them down in the description with timestamps, just so if you want to just hear a separate part. The genre of animated storytimes is often connected with the word cringe. Although that's not the case for all of them, 95% of the community consists of people who don't know how to properly classify themselves, because the best things that they can do is animatics, like Odd Ones Out clones. People who don't know how to do anatomy, so they wear sweatshirts. A small child who uses a Wacom bamboo tablet, or a combination of all of them. Is there something wrong with these channels? Well, let's find out. A lot of these channels try to mimic the style of the Odd Ones Out or Jaden Animations, but the problem is, these people aren't at the level of professionalism or enough experience. For one, the programs. The well-known ones use Adobe Flash or Adobe Animate, Paint Tool Sai, Photoshop, Clip Studio Paint, and Premiere Pro. While someone like little Jimmy over here uses MS Paint, GIMP, Windows Movie Maker, iOS iMovie, or some other obscure or open source software. The comparison is like night and day. I'm not saying you should buy these expensive programs, but you need to learn how to use these programs. Unless if it's extremely limited. You could also do piracy. I don't condone it in any way, but it's still an option. But a better program doesn't make you automatically a better artist. You'll still need to learn how to use these programs to make good art. For example, study line art, color theory, filters, brushes, and many others. The computer doesn't do everything. You still have to put in your fair share to make good art. There are a lot of helpful tutorials out there. I suggest Draw with Jazza because he's Draw with Jazza. I also suggest Lavender Town. She's also a really good artist that does tutorials, and I don't know, you'll probably learn something new about that too. YouTubers like these help you find your own style and not just copy someone else's to cash into their success. If you try repeating someone else's style, it won't end up well. Some people, like a lot of artists, use elements from other styles to make their own. And frankly, you should do that too. In order to be successful, you must stand out in the crowd. And that's how a lot of YouTubers became successful. No matter if it was an art channel or not, they still became successful because they had something that made them unique and not like anyone else. And that's why you don't see a lot of Jaden Animations or the Odd Ones Out clones becoming successful. Unlike Tim Tom, and a lot of striving YouTubers saw Tim Tom's success and wanting to become him. So they just got the Odd Ones Out to do one line or something, and they think that they're gonna get 100,000 subscribers. And that's sad, because a lot of people want to become Tim Tom. They want to get big on YouTube, but they want to be someone who got lucky and was able to get that much support after one video. And these people are copying off of people because they want to be successful. They don't know how to be unique. But granted, these channels are actually very high quality compared to the amount of Fortnite videos you see on there. All these channels, well, draw things, but they don't really animate. They just draw pictures. They don't even move. And the word animation has the word emotion, and animate means bring to life. And a lot of these animations don't have livelihood to them. Like for example, they don't do lip syncing. Some may say lip syncing is hard, but it's not. It's not really hard. It's just time consuming, and some people don't have the patience for that, but animating is a skill that requires patience. And if you don't have the patience for animating, like lip syncing and movement, I suggest you don't do animations. or animate, I suggest you should just draw. Because you're not required to animate, you could do whatever you want. But hey, if you want to animate and you don't have the patience to animate, learn to be patient. But any channel, regardless of category, that just craps out content without editing or putting in the time to make it good, isn't going to make it good. They're not going to become successful, and they're not going to support themselves. But the animation, with very, very huge quotation marks, took inspiration from the Odd Ones Out, in barely animating and not doing lip syncing. And they think that is the requirement to becoming a successful YouTuber. But that's not the case. What they're mostly doing is putting picture after picture and transitioning those pictures with the bouncing effect, like what the Odd Ones Out does. And I don't think that's a really good thing to do, but to each their own. Seriously, the bouncing effect consists of most of the community, but if you want to be better than them, go ahead. That's what I'm trying to do. And I have a decently sized channel for my age and the channel's age. But I just suggest that you actually animate instead of trying to copy someone else. This is kind of the moral of the story here. Don't copy off of others, be unique. But there's still more things to talk about. For an example, Google my name and you'll find a lot of the bad side of the animation community. And to add on to that, here's some advice from my quote-unquote friend, Draconics. He's a little terrible, but he knows his stuff.
Thanks for the compliment. Anyways, copying off of someone will only get you so far, so try to actually be original. Though it may be hard, it'll actually show that you put effort. You can iterate off of those successes and failures, which can help you stick out from the rest. Yay! Oh, also, subscribe to my channel, cause I need views.
These channels are pretty bad, but keep in mind, most of these channels are made by young children, and children are stupid, and they don't know anything. Are you a child or have been a child? I bet you were stupid, and so was I. And I still am, even though I'm like a teenager now. If they want to copy someone, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But as long as they're succeeding and will improve, that's perfectly fine. And if you're not, you seriously need to rethink your life. It's sad to see a YouTuber like TimTom to get so popular because he's so visually and stylistically similar to those YouTubers I've mentioned before. And I used some of those tropes in my last story time. Yeah, I made story times. I made a car. I got hit by a car. And I got a decently popular YouTuber to do a voice in my video. But I still made it unique enough to the point where I got like double-digit views. I didn't do any lip syncing, and the animation was next to none. And at the time, I was still learning about animation. And I still am. And a lot of these storytime animators are just that, still learning. And they will improve. But if they don't improve, maybe it's just their pastime. Maybe they're just doing this for fun. But the thing is, if they are doing this just for fun, they still need to improve. And some, maybe just doing this for practice. Maybe they want to be an actual animator, and they're just doing story times to help them practice in becoming an actual animator. That's what I'm doing. Oh man, okay. I've been working on this video since May, so... Oh, can't snap. There goes most of my summer, and also it's getting close to my birthday, and at the time, maybe it is past my birthday, which is July 2nd. Okay, I went to VidCon and all that, and it was pretty swell, pretty spicy. I got to meet a few people, pretty nice people. I got to meet Pivots, TimTom, and all those other people, Cypherden, and I don't know, Tabs. Oh god. I've been doing a lot. The reason why I haven't uploaded in a while is because of this. Because there went most of my summer already. And I'm gonna get an iMac. This is gonna be the last video using my computer. I think, at least, maybe. Please. Please send fan art. I don't have any fan art. Just please send fan art. I don't give. Please just do. Anyways, subscribe and stay hydrated. Also, another thing before I actually end the video. Don't get me with that crap saying that you were quote-unquote inspired. We all know that you were copying them.